to take in a Tuesday afternoon. You're watching the NBA live on 2K Sports. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Berry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, a chance to check out stats for Luka Doncic.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
We're just about ready for tip-off. But first, let's hear from the sideline. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Brian, the Blazers have had some bold moves to create flexibility and go younger. Anthony Simons said, "We've been very resilient, and we're sticking with it. All tied together, feeding off of each other, playing free, playing loose, playing hard. And that's all we need." Guys, back to you.
Well, he's been a big part of it, Allie. Thanks a lot. The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late season momentum.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Dallas Mavericks. Dinwiddie and Hardaway Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. The forwards, Hart and Grant. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Lillard. Against Minnesota, he was really on his game. Grant's shot is off.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises. Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Lillard passes to Grant. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Ooh, that one misses for Grant.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Now here's Finney-Smith. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the first.
2 minutes.
Simons against Dinwiddie. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a 2nd-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Now here's Dinwiddie, coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Doncic, good.
Fearless play by Doncic in the paint, ready to do whatever it takes to find his shot.
Doncic against Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Doncic's shot is good.
And just such an accurate shooter. I mean, give Luka any room to get his shot off, and he'll take it.
Lillard with the ball. He's putting up some terrific numbers, over 28 a game. Driving in, shoots over Dinwiddie. The shot by Lillard, no good. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Hardaway, 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Hart passes to Nurkic. And here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Here's Doncic. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Fans, your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The Mavericks leading. Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, and with the exception of his rookie year. They've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Josh Green out there with Christian Wood. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Bullock in at the shooting guard position. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Ball. Dallas ball.
And there's 1:45 left in the second quarter. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
That's good from Doncic. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
This Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Now, here's Green. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Shot clock at 6. Doncic outside. Dallas no good that time either. Three-pointer sharp. Mavericks with a rebound. Doncic outside. Pass to Bullock. Doncic outside. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Simons. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bullock. Back to Doncic. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hardaway, no good. And here's Grant from the arc. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks earning this break in the action. Up 10. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. And as we look ahead on our schedule, is there anything fun you guys are really looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Shaq making some more bad predictions. That's always fun for me.
Don't lie to the people at home, Kenneth Cornelius Bailey. Shaq Stradamus is never wrong about anything.
Well, I mean, I checked my notes, but we'd be here a long time.
Whatever.
Now moving on to the game at hand, some challenges in this first half for the Portland Trailblazers.
Well, I'm seeing way too much selfish play. Don't try to attack the defense 1-on-5. Move the basketball, look for others, and then get your teammates involved. That's a recipe for winning.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority in halftime.
The forwards, Hart and Grant. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning, because then you're pretty much forced to foul.
Line for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Doncic hits them both.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. Lillard passes to Nurkic. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
Good instincts from Lillard. Runs that pick and roll all for the setup. Ends with the assist.
And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
We've seen why Doncic is a perennial MVP candidate. He's taken over completely at the offensive end.
Back to Lillard. Fires for three. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Off target from outside. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Hart passes to Simons. The three ball. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Finney Smith. No good on the three. For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Lillard against Doncic. The shot by Lillard, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And it's good. 2 points. Doncic has got 19 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Hart. Back to Simons. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. They get it back. Simons outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Powell with a steal. Dinwiddie, right side. And the three off target. Lillard outside, trying to get back on track. That one doesn't drop. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Mavericks on top, up by 16. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots, and get back on defense. Keep talking.
Efficiency, fundamentals. That's what I'm hearing from Jason Kidd.
Yeah, there's a toughness to the way they're playing right now, and they're communicating as well. That's what coach wants to keep seeing.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. JaVale McGee out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Now here's Dinwiddie. McGee passes to Dinwiddie. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Lillard. Puts up a 3. Grant's shot is off.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the final quarter. Here's Finney Smith. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
That free throw misses. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He hits the second from the line. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Hart. Now here's Nurkic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
And Nurkic, one of the tough guys that you rely on out there. You know, scary injury for him back in 2019, but able to overcome that roadblock and get himself back and healthy.
That's good from Nurkic. Well, Brent, while it was scary, Nurkic came back from injury just as good as ever.
Yeah, with a major injury like that, you figure it's going to alter your game. But really, Nurkic has been able to get back in and kind of double down on what he does well. That's playing physical and being a post presence.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Nurkic hits them both.
Nurkic is focused on trying to make the job of his teammates easier. He works so hard on the glass and setting screens. Tons of dirty work that Nurkic finds himself involved in.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Doncic. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Mavericks.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Luka Doncic.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Drives to the hoop. Hard with the defensive effort.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic outside. And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it. Simons is checked in for Sharp. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Kleba. So it's Portland now. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. No good, a bit long that time. And the Mavericks with possession here. At one point, they led by 16. And Powell with the stuff.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now Hardaway. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka. And Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that's very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. We got to keep going like that.
Victory tastes a little sweeter against an opponent like that. Thanks, Luka.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.